guys, what's up? It's Clay, and today this is going to be part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. This video will be 2 of these cases that are both this size. And this will be a direct continuation off of part 1, and I'll show you what I mean here, because the first disc in here is the Chronicles of Narnia from the original series. So this is the third disc from that set. So this is, the case is just kind of flowed together. But that's the first case in here, and you can see this case is, smaller than the other one. The other one had 8 discs per page with 4 in the front, 4 in the back. These have 4 per page with 2 on the front and 2 on the back. So this disc here is disc 1 of a set of like Chuck Norris movies or something like that. So it's got those movies there, and then disc 2 and disc 3. So yeah, that's just this set. I've never really seen any of those movies, but it was a cool set. It was Chuck Norris and someone else, but yeah. So that's those movies. Up here we have, these are a mystery DVD I got from the Disney Movie Rewards. It's a 2-pack of Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3. I'm not going to watch these, but because they're Disney Movie Rewards and they were the mystery DVD, this is what I got. And for those of you that don't know what Disney Movie Rewards are and haven't watched part 1, which if you haven't watched part 1 of my video, go check it out on this channel. Disney Movie Rewards, you basically, when you buy a Disney movie, you get a code, you type in that code, and then you get points for it, and you can use those points to then get other Disney merchandise. You can get movies, you can get posters, you can get, stuffed animals, whatever they have on the website, which I think it's changing to something else now, but anyways, so I always like to get, because there's so many Disney movies out there, I don't like having to just choose one to get, so I always just get the mystery DVD and the mystery Blu-ray once I get, the right amount of points. And so this was one of the Disney Movie Rewards mystery DVDs that I got, was this 2-pack of Cinderella 2 and 3. I'm not going to watch them, but they're, I'm not going to get rid of them either, because they're part of the Disney collection. So yeah, I didn't even know they made 3 Cinderella movies, but hey, that was the mystery DVD I got from that, or one of the mystery DVDs I got from that, so that's why they're in here. This is an older one that my grandma gave me. It's the Cisco Kid. It's got 3 full-length shows on it. I haven't watched it. It's an older, an older movie and stuff, and it comes in this little like cardboard case. But my grandma gave it to me, so I'd keep it in here. I might watch it and check it out just to see what it's like. Then we have a 2-pack of Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans. And that's why, like I said in part 1, there's going to be some where the movies might seem out of alphabetical order, because they came with another movie. So, like, it was Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans 2-pack, so because it was Clash of the Titans, it went under C. But since they come in the same case, they're both together. That way I don't get confused when I'm trying to put them away, like, where's the case for this one? So that's why Wrath of the Titans is up here, because it was a 2-pack with Clash of the Titans. This is Click. Love Click. I've seen it a couple times. The Climb. This I haven't seen. I don't really know what it's about. I got it for Christmas, I think, one year, as kind of just like a, an extra gift. But yeah, I really don't know what it's about. I haven't watched it yet, but I think it's about people climbing a mountain and they probably get trapped or something. So I haven't seen it. Coco, really good Pixar film. Check this out if you haven't seen it. Cold Pursuit. This is the newest, at least as of right now, that's been released. This is the newest Liam Neeson movie. Like I said before, I love Liam Neeson's movies. Even if, I only watch them one time or something, if it's a Liam Neeson movie, I'll probably buy it. So, this is Cold Pursuit on Blu-ray. This was actually a really good movie. I hadn't heard about it, before I bought it, and then I saw it, and it was Liam Neeson, so I bought it, and then I looked, I read the back and stuff, and it sounded pretty neat. So, yeah, it's a really good movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Speaking of Liam Neeson, here's another one, The Commuter, which was, I think, the previous one that came out before Cold Pursuit, either 1 or 2 or something. It was almost right before Cold Pursuit, but The Commuter, a really good film here. It takes place on a train. I did not see that ending coming, but it's a really good movie. Again, it's Liam Neeson, so it's probably going to be good, but I really enjoy this movie. The Condemned, really weird movie, but also really good, I think. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So yeah, Coneheads, really funny movie. Courageous. This was a really good movie. Really enjoyed that one. And then one of my favorite TV series. This is The Curse of Oak Island season 1 and season 2. That's all I have for The Curse of Oak Island, but this is I love this TV series. I've seen every season. I just only have the first 2 on DVD. But yeah, this is a really good TV show. These guys are looking for treasure on Oak Island. Check this show out if you haven't seen it, because this is really good show. I love watching this show. Dam Sharks, another one of those mediocre, cheesy kind of shark movies. But again, I love those kinds of movies. This one's about sharks that, after they attack somebody, they use their body parts to build a dam. Or the dam is already built, but they put their body parts in the dam or something like that. It's really stupid, but it's a cheesy shark movie, so it's not going anywhere. And we have probably the best Batman movies we've ever had. Batman Begins was good. The Dark Knight was my favorite. This is special features for The Dark Knight. And then The Dark Knight Rises, which wasn't bad, but it was still, this whole trilogy was just great. The Dark Knight was definitely my favorite. And then special features for The Dark Knight Rises and special features for the whole set. The Dark Tower. I haven't seen this. I heard it wasn't bad, so I might check it out eventually. The Da Vinci Code. I haven't seen it. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Out of the 3 of them, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes, I think Dawn is my favorite. I like all three of them, but I think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is my favorite. So if you haven't checked out these movies, go check them out because these are really, I think these movies did a great job at showing the Planet of the Apes series in a good way. Well, not like a good way, but the way they had the movies were good, and so it because that Planet of the Apes movie from 2001, I think, with Mark Wahlberg wasn't that great of a movie. But these movies, I saw Rise and I was like, yes, I hope they do good with this. And then Dawn came out, I was like, okay, they're on a roll. War came out, I was like, eh. But, it was still good, so I'm not going to give it hate. It was still a good movie. I really enjoy these movies, so go check them out if you haven't. This is The Day After Tomorrow. Really good. I hadn't seen this before I bought it, and then I bought it, and it came with a code for the Movies Anywhere app, and I watched it on my phone instead of watching the actual disc, and it was actually surprisingly really good. I was not expecting the movie to be like it was, but it's a really good disaster film, and I recommend you check it out if you haven't seen it already. Deadpool, really funny movie. I don't have the second one. I've never seen the second one, but I really love the first one. It's definitely rated R, so don't watch it. Little kids don't watch it, but it was a really, really funny movie. Just the jokes that Deadpool makes in that movie, hilarious. The Death of Superman. This is an animated movie, and this is another one that I watched on, or started watching on my phone on the Movies Anywhere app. I hadn't finished it, but what I watched was pretty good. So yeah, again, I'm not a huge fan of DC, but this wasn't that bad from what I started watching. Deep Blue Sea 2 over here. I don't have the first one. I haven't seen the first one. I don't know why I bought the second one, but yeah. Deepwater Horizon. This wasn't a bad movie. I saw it in theaters, and I actually really enjoyed it in theaters. And then I rewatched it when it came out, and I still enjoyed it. So it's not a movie that dies off as you rewatch it. At least I've only seen it twice, but I remember it. So I guess that's the point of a movie, right? Is to remember exactly what happens. But really, really good. Not a bad movie here. And then we move into the Die Hard collection. More movies that I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen any of them, and if I have, it's been bits and pieces. But we have Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and then A Good Day to Die Hard. I've heard mixed reviews on some of these movies. I've never seen any of them, so yeah. Moving on, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Really, really funny kids movie there. This was a 2-set. This was Discover Planet Ocean and then Mysteries of the Deep. These are kind of an older documentary that came in this really cool box set. But this one's about the oceans. I mean, they're both about the oceans, but this one focuses on different, species of animals in the oceans, and then Mysteries of the Deep is kind of just like stuff that's found in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, which is, I haven't watched the full documentaries for either one of them, But I've seen bits and pieces of them, and they seem interesting. I just haven't gotten around to watching the full thing yet. They're not my favorite documentaries, but they're still good. Anything like that that's a documentary on the oceans, I'll probably enjoy, because I am a marine biology major, so they're not bad. Disturbia, really weird movie, but I enjoyed it. The Divergent series, we have Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. I've only seen Divergent, and if you watched part 1, I had another copy of Allegiant. That's because I had that before I bought the 3-pack, and I don't know why I bought the third one in the series, but I hadn't watched it, I just have it. But there's all 3 of those. Do You Believe? That's a really good Christian movie. I really enjoyed that when I watched it. Doctor Strange, really good Marvel film. Looking forward to the second one whenever it comes out. Benedict Cumberbatch played a good Doctor Strange, I think. Dolphin Tale. I have seen this, I just haven't watched it since I bought it on DVD. But it's a really good movie about a dolphin that loses its tail. Hence the name Dolphin Tale. Spelled differently, but still, Dolphin Tale. Yeah. Okay. Don't Breathe. This was really good. These kids break into this blind ex-army man's house. I think he was army, whatever he was. And he ends up tracking them down, and yeah, I mean it's a really good movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated, and then the Jim Carrey one. Really good movies to watch for Christmas. Classic Disney here with Dumbo. I haven't seen this recently, and this is the original animated one. This isn't the live action. I've seen this. It's just been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember. I remember the main parts of the movie, but I don't remember everything that happens. But it's classic Disney. Dynasties. This is a documentary narrated by David Attenborough. It focuses on, I think, 5 different animal species and how the leaders of each group pretty much have to lead their groups to survival. So it's a pretty neat documentary. Earth to Echo, really good movie. Again, one of those movies I haven't watched recently, but I have seen. Elf, love watching this on Christmas. This is the Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. This was a 2-pack. And then the Bluray that has both of them on it. The Equalizer and the Equalizer 2 2-pack. I've seen the first one. It was really good. Haven't seen the second one yet, but if it's as good as the first one, it'll probably be a good movie. Aragon. This is one of those movies that I feel, with today's technology and today's CGI, would be really good to remake, because I did read the first book, and I enjoyed the book, and then I watched this movie, and it wasn't bad when I first watched it, but I haven't seen it since then. But this is one of those movies I think they should remake, because they're on a spree of remaking a bunch of movies. Why not remake this one and make it good, with today's technology and today's CGI effects that we have. This would be a really good movie to attempt a remake of, but this movie probably doesn't hold up as well now, but I mean, I enjoyed it when I first watched it. So we got Escape Plan. We have the 2-pack. We have Escape Plan, Blu-ray and DVD, and then Escape Plan 2, Blu-ray and DVD. And then the most recent was Escape Plan, The Extractors. I've seen the first two, really enjoyed both of those. Haven't gotten around to the third one yet, but definitely want to check it out. Here's a classic, E.T. The Extraterrestrial. That's a classic. I don't have to say anything about that. Everest. This was a really good movie about people that get trapped on Mount Everest. The Expendables 2, and The Expendables 3. I've seen all of them, but recently I've only seen the first two, I think. Haven't rewatched the third one yet, but I have seen all three of them. I love all three of them. They're great movies. Facing the Giants. Really, really good football film, faith-based football film. Fantastic Four wasn't bad. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, we don't talk about, and then Fant Four Stick. Unpopular opinion here, but I actually enjoyed it. I don't care. I thought this was definitely better than this one. And this is closer to the comic books, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not perfect. It definitely has flaws, but I don't think it deserves as much hate as everybody gives it. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, loved it. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, loved it. I like the first one better, but this is still a really good movie. As a Harry Potter fan, I love these movies. These are prequels to Harry Potter, so I really, really love those movies. The Fast and the Furious collection. Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious. Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. And then Furious 7 and The Fate of the Furious. And then a bonus disc. I've only seen The Fast and the Furious, which is the first one, and The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Those are the only two out of the entire set that I've actually seen. I really enjoy Tokyo Drift, and I really like the first one. I've seen bits and pieces of some of the other ones of these movies. I love the color pattern too, by the way. But I haven't seen all of the rest of them in a full capacity. So I bought the set because I do want to get into them, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, classic. Final Destination, we have Final Destination, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3, and Final Destination, or The Final Destination, which is the fourth one, and then Final Destination 5, and Finding Dory to end this case. So this was case 1 of part 2. So this is case 2. We have Finding Nemo, which technically came out before Finding Dory, but alphabetically comes second. Love Finding Nemo, love Finding Dory. First Man, haven't seen this yet, but I heard it was really good. It's about an astronaut that lands on the moon or Mars or something like that. The Fluffy movie. This is about comedian Gabriel Iglesias. I had another one of his DVDs in part 1. Really, really funny. Love Fluffy. The Fog. I haven't seen this. I got it at a collectibles store in the mall near where I live. Haven't seen this. I don't think this is the Stephen King movie. I don't know if that's The Fog or The Mist. I always get those confused. But basically, I guess these people get trapped in a graveyard. So, yeah. We have Forrest Gump, classic. The Fox and the Hound 2. I wish I had the first one because I really enjoyed the first one. I don't think I've ever seen the second one. I don't think I've ever seen the second Fox and the Hound movie. Freddy vs. Jason. I really enjoy this movie. Check this out if you haven't. I love watching this in October, for Halloween. Frenzy. This movie sucked. This was probably the worst shark movie I've ever seen. I really did not enjoy this. This is one of those, again, those cheesy, $5 movies. But it was the worst one. Don't watch this movie. You'll hate it. You'll waste your time. The Friday the 13th collection. Now, I have two collections of this. I have a collection that has Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D, and then Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. And then I have another set that has 1 through 4, but then goes to 8. So then this set also has Part 5, A New Beginning, Part 6, Jason Lives. Part 7 is The New Blood, and then Part 8 is the Jason Takes Manhattan. Sorry, I had to read it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's... So I have two sets. The first set I bought just had the first 4, and I bought that one first, and then I bought the second set that had 1 through 8. I guess I could get rid of the set that has 1 through 4. I just haven't gotten rid of it yet. This is Frozen. Love Frozen. Frozen Planet. This is a documentary narrated by David Attenborough on the the different frozen locations on Earth. So the poles, the North Pole, Antarctica, and the animals that live there. So that's really cool. This space here is Full Range of Motion, which is a Tim Hawkins DVD. He's a comedian, and that's one of his shows that he did. He's a Christian comedian. He's really funny. Check him out if you haven't already. But this is actually loaned out, so that's why there's an empty space. There's all of my Tim Hawkins movies are actually loaned out right now, so if you see empty spaces, they're all probably just Tim Hawkins movies. G-Force, really enjoy G-Force. Game Night, I heard mixed reviews on this movie, but I did want to watch it and just haven't gotten around to it, so I don't know. I'll probably check it out at some point. Game of Thrones, I love Game of Thrones. I've only seen season 1. I'm currently watching them, so I'm through season 1. I'm about to start season 2, but I have season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, and then season 7. Now, I know I need season 6. The only reason I bought season 7 was because the one time I was at Walmart, I was looking for season 6 and they didn't have it, but they had this really cool slipcover on season 7, and I didn't know if it was a limited time case, so I figured buy it while I saw it. So I bought season 7 ahead of season 6, but I'm not there anyways, so it doesn't really matter yet. I mean, I can still get season 6 before I get to season 7, but I just finished season 1. I'm really enjoying Game of Thrones. So check it out if you haven't seen it already, but it goes seasons 1 through 5 and then season 7. Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. I will never ever watch that crappy remake of Ghostbusters. People said that movie sucked, and I believe it. I truly believe that movie was bad. But I really enjoyed the first Ghostbusters. I don't think I've seen the second, and if I did, I've seen parts of it. I just haven't seen it in order. Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. The first one wasn't bad. Well, it was bad. It was okay, and then the second one just... Up here we have God's Comic Brad Stein. This guy's hilarious. He's another Christian comedian. He's hilarious. This Brad Stein. God's Not Dead, really like this movie. God's Not Dead 2 wasn't bad, and then God's Not Dead 3 I really enjoyed. I really love all three of these movies, really good movies. The Godfather collection, we had The Godfather Part 2, which has 2 discs for some reason, and then The Godfather Part 3. I don't think I've seen Godfather 2 or 3. I've seen parts of the first one, haven't actually seen the full movie, but they are classics and I do want to watch them. Godzilla, which, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't the greatest. Godzilla King of the Monsters, I really enjoyed this movie. If you haven't seen this, check it out. This was a really good movie. I like this better than Godzilla, but that's a really good movie. Gravity, haven't seen it, heard it was okay. Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, so, it's stuck in space. The Great Gatsby, I actually watched this in my comm lit class in high school, because we read the book and then we watched the movie. This isn't that bad of a movie. Great White Shark, A Living Legend. This is a documentary on the Great White Shark. Green Lantern, yeah. Gremlins, classic. I don't think I've seen the full movie, but I have seen parts of that movie. The Gray, another Liam Neeson movie here. This is one I wanted to watch, and I got it, and I still haven't seen it, but I know it's a really good movie, so I do want to watch this movie, and I'm looking forward to getting around to it. Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2, double feature, I guess. Really enjoyed the first one. The second one wasn't bad, it was funny, but the first one was a lot funnier than the second one, in my opinion. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. Not a bad Marvel movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, not my favorite, but still a good movie. Guardians of the Museum, this is a random, British broadcasting company thing where these kids have to solve a mystery that happens at a museum, and it's kind of like a TV series. It was entertaining. Hacksaw Ridge, really love this movie. This was really good. Halloween 2. These are the 2 originals. This is a 3-pack, I think, a triple feature. It has Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection. So those are, I've seen both of these, and I've seen H2O from here, but I think those are really the only 3 out of the entire set that's worth watching. And then this was the new one. This was really good. I really enjoyed this new one. I saw this in theaters, and the slipcover on this is really cool. But I really enjoyed this movie, and I'll probably get around to watching these again, since it's October now. For Halloween, I'll probably get around to rewatching some of these. Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. I really enjoy the first one. This is probably one of my favorite movies I've ever seen on Disney Channel. The second one isn't bad, and I don't have the other 2, Halloween Town High and Return to Halloween Town. I love these movies. I really love the first one. The second one I enjoy. Really, really good. I saw those on Disney Channel. Loved them. Happy Feet, really good movie. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison 2-pack, 2 classic Adam Sandler movies, and they are both really, really funny. I've seen Billy Madison a lot more than I've seen Happy Gilmore, but I have seen both of them. So check these out. If you haven't seen these movies, I don't know what you're doing, because these are hilarious movies. This is Harry Potter, A History of Magic. This is narrated by Imelda Staunton, who plays Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I guess this is basically just a documentary on Harry Potter. I think. I haven't actually watched this. I forget what the description of this was, but it's Harry Potter related, so I bought it. And then we have all the Harry Potters. We have Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and then Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. I would say I think my favorite would probably be Deathly Hallows Part 2. I really enjoyed the second part. I know there's some people that didn't like Deathly Hallows, but I really enjoyed the second one. Yeah. I think it's either Deathly Hallows Part 2 or the Sorcerer's Stone for my top two, I think. Higher Power. Haven't seen this. This is a sci-fi movie. I don't remember what it's about, but I haven't seen it. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, which for some reason they put the movie on 2 discs, which I really didn't enjoy. So you got to watch the first half of the movie on disc 1, and then watch the second half of the movie on disc 2, which really doesn't make any sense. And then The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. I really enjoyed the first one. Desolation of Smaug wasn't bad, and then this might be an unpopular opinion again, but The Battle of the Five Armies, I enjoyed it. I know there were some people that said it was kind of dumb or whatever, but I really enjoyed the movie. You shouldn't give it hate. I mean, you can hate on it because it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it was still a good movie. I really enjoyed it. This is Hocus Pocus. Really good movie to watch every year on Halloween. And then to finish off part 2, this is Holes. So that was it for part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. Stay tuned for the next part, where I'll probably do 2 more cases like this. There's probably going to be about 4 or 5 parts, like I said in the first one. And if you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check it out. And stay tuned for these. Leave a comment on what you liked about this case, or these cases. Or just comment on what your favorite movie is. Or make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.